It has been a minute. We said we record the pod after 2 weeks, and then we said we recorded it after the group stages were all done, and then we had to delay even more. But that was for a reason that I'll explain before we get into it, which is I got a new job. So, thank you, sir.
Well done, Jack.
I got a new job.
First gigolo to ever grace. Yes, that's your new job.
Yeah.
Little gigolo.
I'm out here, pleasing everyone.
Yeah, just
making lives better.
Just pumping it up.
Yeah. You know, that pumping action.
Doing what he does for the community.
Yeah, I'm just out here helping people, and
just all people, not even just all genders.
But someone's got to do it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm a community. I love my community.
Yeah.
And I think my community loves me now as well.
Most of them.
Yeah. There were a few times.
Yeah.
You know, I'm new to the job. It's a new job.
I barely like you, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You're not one of my clients, though.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You have a case on your hand.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. No, I got a new job, and whether it's that or not, guess. And yeah, I had a bit of a celebration when we were supposed to record. So I said, Chika, my head's not in it. It's very embarrassing. Do you know, what's the film with Will Smith with the, where like he can't get a job for ages and he's homeless with
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah. You know, like when he's in the street and he's going,
Yeah.
He's going crazy. Audio listeners, I'm waving my hands about. I did that after a few drinks when I got home. I went into the mirror, I fist bumped in the mirror, and I went, "You did it!" It's like this really wholesome moment. But yeah, I went out celebrating. Chika was like, "Yeah, go and celebrate." And you've been working very hard in your job at the moment as well. You know, we work as well as do this.
We're all working hard, mate.
Yeah, but
we do a lot. Just for you.
Just for you, the viewers.
For you, mate.
But you've been working very hard as well. You've been.
What do you call our fans? We call them like.
I call them the 2 left feet fam.
No, that's no. Call them the lefties.
The lefties is perfect.
Yeah, the lefties, like, you know, like.
Yeah.
Lefties. Yeah, look on the lefties.
Well, you came up with the name for the actual pod as well. I'm so shite with names.
What's better, 2 left feet fam?
No, the lefties is perfect. The lefties is perfect. I also just want to give you a bit of praise, actually. Not to be too intense, but I think it's important to have conversations like this with mates, especially as men. I've been stressing this weekend. I just haven't been my normal self. And Cheek, as a good friend does, and I just want to give you praise as a good friend, Cheek just walked in and just made me feel better like that, just after talking to him for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And
what was it about?
It's just personal stuff that's been happening.
Care to share?
No.
No.
I don't want to be like still my personal life as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, I think just I want to echo the point that in June it was Mental Health Awareness Month. I think it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. As we're watching
on the fucking floor, like acting like he'd been shot.
We're watching the Portugal game at the same time.
He'd been fucking shot. Look what happened.
It's Bruno Fernandes.
That's what happened. And he's like, no.
Context, it's the end of the Slovenia-Portugal game. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, he's all right.
Yeah, he's all right, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to say it's important to talk. I just want to remind people I'm okay. I was okay. I was just feeling a bit down. But even then, it's important to talk to your bros and be open. And I always feel like I can talk to you about things. So I'm appreciative of that, bro.
Yeah,
so I thank you, and I think thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Nah, Chika's one of my oldest friends. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have that relationship with someone. And if you haven't got anyone to talk to, there's always helplines, there's Samaritans, there's Calm, there's mine, there's loads of tools online. So, again, I'm fine, but I was just in a bit my own head this weekend, and I literally talked to Chika for 2 minutes, and it's already made me feel better. So, it's just a reminder, just
Set up a hotline with Chika.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
But it's it's a reminder, if you're ever feeling down or anything, just talk to your bros. As men, it can be it can be tough, but luckily I've got people around me like Chika that I can talk to. So yeah, man, no one's alone. And if you do listen to the podcast, my personal Instagram and our Instagram and TikTok, or YouTube, you name it, we're always free to message you back to check if you're okay as well. So I just wanted to preface with that. I just think it's important to talk about. I never really have on the pod before, but I think we like to put a lot of smiles on people's faces with the way we act and my careless stories sometimes. But yeah, I just wanted to make a note of that. But moving on from that, you've been working stupid hours as well.
Yeah, man, a lot of late nights. As you can see from the eye bags, but I'm outside.
I feel like your face is covered right now.
Probably a little bit, yeah. Just use AI to
use AI, yeah.
He's back. Mic. Yeah. Make the mic invisible, please.
But with the new job, you've been all good.
Yeah, man. Can't complain, man. Life's good.
Enjoying the Euros?
You know what? Like, I was watching the Euros. I was watching like the first round of the games. I just wasn't really like. It didn't grab me. I wasn't feeling it. No one's feeling it. It wasn't grabbing me. I was like.
Yeah. The only thing that grabbed me really was Georgia in this tournament, and they're out now.
Of course, you love Georgia, man.
Why do I? Why would I love Georgia?
Georgia.
There's no Georgia. Anyone worries about that? No, I really liked watching Georgia. They were really fun, and I even made a little video on the TikTok saying Arsenal should sign. I can't pronounce his name for shit, but the guy that keeps on scoring all the penalties.
I don't even know his name.
Yeah. Also, it kind of just flew by. The group stages. I wasn't enjoying them that much, and then on top of that, they kind of just went like that.
I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not been the best tournament
obviously,
ever.
Oh yeah, William. Sorry guys. I'm not actually bored. I'm just tired. Yeah, it was interesting. I think obviously England aren't doing well as well, so they're not playing to any sort of level that they should be playing at the moment. Or it's not even exciting. Like, at least let the games be end to end, but it's just boring.
Yeah, it's Southgate balls. Well, I think we're gonna move on to that. This is what I want to talk about in the first segment. But no, it's not. It's not been great. It's not been fun to watch. Any good kind of takeaway? I mean, Arda Güler for Turkey, he's incredible. I always thought he looked about 10 years old, and I saw him whip it top bins from like 30, 40 yards out. And I was like, all right. And also, we're just watching Slovenia now, Portugal in the background. I still love summer tournaments because you can just put on a game at any day, at any time, and enjoy it. But what I heard is Slovenia, like, haven't lost a game in like 14 matches. Like, they parked the bus on a crazy one. So maybe it wasn't. I still think England have been crap, don't get me wrong, but maybe it wasn't as bad as we thought it was.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, play better. Like, honestly, play better. They were shit in every fucking game.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Well, should we move on to that? Quick intro. I've got no mad story this week. I've got too many to clip up.
I don't even have one either.
Yeah. Well, no, not well. That's Maddest moments of the week. Oh. I've got a very good one for that, but I've got a whole notes list of my mad stories to say.
You mean your personal mad stories?
Yeah, it's mad. Oh, actually, there is a story I just want to touch on before it's your story. I think you unintentionally created a meme that isn't online. What? And it lives rent free in my head a lot of the time. To the point where my cousins quote you. They've never even met you.
What?
We went to a fancy dress party dressed as Wally.
Yeah.
Where's Wally? And you ended up getting, like, it was really late at night, and there were these people going west in a cab, and they said, "Are you going west as well?" So you hopped in. And you were so drunk that on your Instagram story, you started filming the conversations in the cab, and you just hear all these Americans stop. Like, there's a lot of American people at the party. You hear going, "Oh my god, that's cool! Oh my god, oh my god!"
Yeah.
And like 25 seconds go by, and then you just see Chico on his camera filming himself, and he just goes to everyone in the cab, and there's dead silent. You just go, "That's nice. That's nice."
That's nice, man. That's nice. Yeah. I was
You were trying to get involved in the convo, but you didn't know what to say.
But no, but I was pretending, but also trying.
It lives rent free in my head. It is incredible. It is incredible. Also,
What
just
time,
before we
man?
move on to dishing off England, we're in my house right now just because it's easier. I still live at home. Yeah, it's tough out here, and yeah, it's just nice. It's just a really nice set, and I can't really do it at film in the living room much because the old man's watching TV usually. So
Cool story,
cool story.
Cool
You
story,
probably
man.
did not care about that story at all. But
They want the content.
They want the
Oh,
content.
Ronaldo! He missed again.
Oh, anyway, let's talk about England.
Ronaldo's so old.
England and that last minute goal is what I have on my itinerary. Deserved?
I don't know, man. You deserve what you get in this game usually.
In football, really? Chelsea win the Champions League in 2012. Not jealous or anything, but they didn't play the best.
Yeah, well, they
Part of the
sold
bus.
their souls to the devil, so
Yeah. But
and now look, they're suffering for it.
But did you oh god, there's a
Ocado.
there's a
That Ocado's always there. Like,
there's an Ocado van in the background that you could probably pick up on the audio. So I'm sorry, someone's doing late night supermarket. But in regards to England's performance, as Slovenia come forward,
cut it! What are you doing? Oh, he's offside anyway.
They weren't great.
No, they were terrible.
And
That was probably the worst performance of so far.
If you had to put like one finger on why we're playing so bad, what would it be? When I say we're mentality.
This guy, have you seen that photo?
Who?
South Africa every game he goes. I'm just like, what? I guarantee you, this guy does not work on tactics, set pieces, any sort of shape. All this guy does is like, let me pick all the players that I like, that are the best players, and just put them on a team. They're the best players in the world. They should be able to just figure it out.
Do you think?
100%.
Do you think it's as bad as that?
100%, bro. There's no. What style of play do we have? Like when they're taking corners, it's like sometimes it changes. We're doing fucking these loopy outswing corners now. Like there's no one fucking. Like I remember when Harry Kane used to take corners. I was like, at least that's a plan.
Yeah.
That's a fucking plan. He could strike a ball. It was still a stupid decision, but it was like you could see it was like a coaching decision.
Yeah.
But I feel like you got. Yeah, everything when they're taking these weird outswinging corners. They're not even doing that little. Remember they used to the line for the bus. What's that thing? Like, you know when you're that corner routine when they all line up.
Yeah. The conga. I try and get people to do that when I play.
Yeah, like he's not even trying anymore, man. He's just going.
What does that mean?
He's like, come on, focus, guys. Mentality. Come on. Like, have you not seen any of those photos?
I don't.
Or Southgate just going like this.
I never understood from the first game. I was saying to my mum, I was watching it with my mum, and I was going, Foden on the left. Please tell me how that makes sense. He's dominated this season in the 10. Secondly, he's not fast. If you play a left footer on the left wing, you're basically essentially saying, I'm going to take you on down the line. Foden isn't going to take on people down the line. If you're going to play Foden out wide, you need to play him out wide on the right so he can get into the pockets. But you've got Saka there.
I do think Foden can play on the left. It's just I just don't think there's any sort of direction, and like there's a lack of creativity in midfield with him on the left. Like Bellingham's a quality player, but he's not going to thread in a pass. He does do combinations as well, but
every time Foden had success or has had success, it's been through the middle.
no, Foden's played well for on the
No,
left.
no, but in these games.
His best is in the middle.
Yeah.
He's
Every
best.
time he caused danger as an England player in these games, it's been through the middle.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I don't understand. On top of that, Bellingham and Kane behind each other just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. The way Kane plays, he likes to drop deep. Bellingham isn't an out-and-out number 10. I feel like he has had success as a even as a false 9 for Real Madrid this season. But it literally just feels like Southgate's seen him play well in the false 9 and thought, oh, that'll work for me too. And Kane's done really well up front, so we're going to put him there. There's no tactical ideas on why someone's getting picked. Do you know what I mean? For me, it's like Kane and Bellingham are just standing on each other's toes because Kane loves to drop deep, and Bellingham's gonna want to pick up those pockets in the number 10, and he's not as not fluid, but Foden would roam more than Bellingham does. Bellingham's gonna want to get stuck in, whereas Foden's going to want to roam into so many different pockets if he's in that number 10. So essentially, you've got Kane and Bellingham standing on each other's toes. And then I know Rice has come out recently and said, oh, everyone was calling for Trent to play in the middle. I wasn't one of them people. I don't think that was the right decision. Rice, he's been off it, but it isn't... I'm not saying that we shouldn't play Kane and we shouldn't play Bellingham. It just feels like Southgate has literally copied what they're playing like at their club and gone, yeah, that'll work for England too. Not thinking, oh, wait, these players might play differently with each other depending on who's the team. I mean, you even look at the players that are around Bellingham. You've got Rodrigo and Vinicius basically playing as a front two for Real Madrid this season. So you've got quick, rapid wingers, and Bellingham's the muscle in that team. Kane and Bellingham are too similar physically and in the spaces they like to occupy to play together in that role. I just don't understand why Bellingham isn't playing in the 8.
For me, I don't think it's the worst position for him. I think, for me, I don't think Southgate's really got a plan. I think he's literally just been like, oh, Bellingham, just go out there and do your thing. But at the end of the day, like, Bellingham is now obviously very confident, and I feel like in certain situations he's just doing too much with the ball and trying to like do a lot of things. But what he kind of specializes in is his off the ball movement around, in and around the box. And then, both his goals have been like instinctive late
runs.
Yeah, like last minute run, like back into the box, and he's found a space and he's got clean contact on the ball. Like he's useless on the edge of the box most of the time, because playing against a lot of these teams, they're just going to crowd that box and block all your long shots anyway. So if you're able to have Kane dropping in and you're now stretching the defence a bit more, giving them a bit of another thing to think about, but everyone's just coming towards it. Everybody wants the ball. Like Foden's coming in, Saka's coming in occasionally.
Yeah, exactly.
The only threat we've really had is down the right hand side, and like even Kyle Walker's been fucking terrible as well, man. Like, I know people talk about he's a great 1v1 defender, but like he's losing the ball. Like I get he's quick chasing back, but if the guy can't even create a chance, or he's doing all this shit and losing the ball, and like we can't keep possession, there's no point in playing the guy. We're playing against teams that are second rate. Like I don't think anyone can name any of the left wingers we played against so far.
No.
Wouldn't be able to
Slovenians, Slovenia,
Denmark. I don't think they play 5 at the back anyway. So who's taking on Walker? No one. Denmark probably one of the slowest teams in the whole tournament, one of the oldest teams in the whole tournament. Serbia, again, no pace out wide, no threat out wide.
Yes, it just kind of feels like it literally feels like he's just gone, he does well there, so that'll work. He does there, that'll work. It genuinely feels like he hasn't put any thought into who works well together. And it's baffling, because Bellingham has played in that. I'm not saying Bellingham playing in the 8 is the answer. It's just, it bemuses me if we're like, I know we do a football podcast and stuff like that, but we're not newsflash, we're not professional footballers, we're not ex-pros or stuff, but The fact that we can pick it apart and say, this is the problem, that's the problem, that's the problem, just shows how inept he is as a manager. Because at least, like, if we're talking about a lot of other managers, like even Arteta, it's like, I don't really understand what he's trying to do there. But so let's try and figure it out together. Whereas, like, with Southgate, it's like, no, we know what you've done. It's like, even the fact that even Saka went left back. Don't get me wrong, I thought that wasn't a bad idea from Righty. But it literally feels like Southgate has listened to the pundits and just gone and done it. Maybe that's not the case. But it just, nothing makes sense.
Guy's so void of ideas. Like, made one sub until the 86. Yeah, he made one sub until the 86 minute. That's insane. Like,
yeah, and Tony made a difference. Like, fair enough, but oh no, Tony was later than that, wasn't he? Tony was in additional time. But I'm a bit lost for words.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was this bad. I really, really, really didn't think he was this bad.
At the end of the day, like, everyone's gonna forget how bad we played until we get to, like, maybe the final. Like, we get to the final, but shit, we got a chance. Like,
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so.
And to be fair, I saw a stat. It's like knockout wins. His knockout win ratio is good, but
it's gonna be good because, like,
yeah,
like, you don't you only lose once in a tournament. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, you don't lose again and lose again. Like, you just.
I just don't remember him being this tactically inept. Like, against France, like in the World Cup in 2022.
What do you mean? Like, every game we've played against a good team, he's lost in a competition. Like,
oh yeah, Croatia, France, Italy. Like,
yeah, like, went toe to toe with France.
Yeah,
Croatia, I think the guys just bottled it. They were never been in that position in a while.
It just fell apart.
And Italy, just couldn't get the job done. I think that was down to his tactics, literally. Scored a goal and then fell back.
What do you think about this whole Bellingham kind of propaganda I'm seeing online at the moment? I don't understand it.
It's making me hate him, man. I can't even lie.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Because of what people are saying?
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's this, he's that, he's amazing.
Oh no, I'm saying a lot of people are hating on him at the moment.
Why? Why are they hating on him?
They're saying that he's like the most average footballer of all time. I do not subscribe to that.
He's not average. He's a very good player, and, like, he's got that
je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. Like, he takes responsibility and he finds he has technical ability, but I don't think he's like God's gift. Like,
what, you feel like the Bellingham hype's a bit inflated?
Yeah, man, been inflated. But to be honest, like, if he's winning games on his own for England, then fair enough. Like, I can't even hate. Like, that goal is insane, and the moment he's done it, it's insane. Bro, if I scored that goal, I think I'm him too.
You kind of did. Yeah. I'll put that clip.
Who else?
But I don't subscribe to this theory that he's average. Like, that average. Is so...
Can't play for Real Madrid and win La Liga Player of the Year and be average. Like,
I think it's because he's so good and done so much, and also, are people forgetting how young this guy is?
Just turned 21.
And, like, people are hating on him, like, not be... It's because I think everyone can see how good he can be. Yeah, he might overdo the whole mature thing and stuff like that, and I don't know. I just think it's a bit bang out of pocket. I just don't understand this Bellingham. Hey, I can understand why he's not likeable. I completely can get that, but I don't get the this. Everyone is so extreme online.
He's likeable. He's a respectable guy. You know,
But I feel like people don't like that. He's good. He's good looking. He's done a lot. He's been very successful at a young age. He's confident. He's sure of himself. And I feel like some frail egos out there. I'm just going to say how it is. There are some frail egos out there that just don't like seeing someone that confident and someone that sure of themselves, someone that young, be that successful.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of hype and, like, they don't believe he's that good.
Anyone who hates on the Bellingham thing, I think you've got a fragile ego. Full stop. We are watching, just a little segue before we talk about how we would set up the England team, as you wind your mates up, because Ronaldo just missed the pen in real time whilst we're watching. And I've never seen... He's blubbering.
Yeah, he's crying.
What the hell?
Doesn't have to keep his emotions intact.
He's been weird this whole game.
Like, if he lost the game, then I'll get why he's crying. But
yeah.
Still going to be a good meme.
Yeah, they haven't lost yet. Like,
and he's probably he's a mentality monster, so I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's going to affect the Portugal team. I really wouldn't be surprised if they're going to lose this now. I don't think they will.
Look, as soon as look at him now. He's probably still going to try his best, but they need to bring on a fucking striker, a proper striker, not this guy, man.
Who's the number 9? Yeah, he's good. He's a bit Cavani-esque. He'll like miss loads of sitters, but he does get in the right positions. Yeah. That is bizarre. I've never seen Ronaldo do that. What? I've seen him cry, but I haven't seen him do it halfway through the game. Yeah, that's weird.
That's because he normally scores that, innit?
Yeah. I have seen him do it halfway through the game because during the Euro final he was crying when he got injured. But that's not good for your team.
You're playing brute football. What the fuck?
Oh my god, they're just taking out everyone. But that's weird. That's not good for your mentality. Ronaldo's been really weird during this game. Like, even in the tournament, there's just been something off about him. I mean, he's 39 now, bless him. But, oh my days, he just got clotted. But that is, like, he was just, like, ready to shoot all the time. He was just being a bit erratic. And I don't know, I feel like there are so many other players in this team that would flourish if he's not starting. Is that just me with the 100%. Portugal team? Like, even João Felix. Oh, apparently João Felix isn't at Barcelona anymore. And Cancelo.
Yeah, they couldn't afford him.
Oh, is that why they got rid of him? Yeah. We were talking about what would be our ideal England lineup for the next game. And this podcast probably will come out after. What day is it today?
Monday.
It's Monday. Game's on... Thursday
or Friday.
Yeah, so this will have might come out after. I'm not sure yet. We were going through our team and we did say our team, but you think that Trent should start over Walker because of creativity?
Creativity, and if you have Gomez, Konsa and Stones for the next game out, obviously I would play Guehi instead of Konsa in a normal situation, but I would I think that's a good rest defence. I think with Rice, Minu in there, it's also pretty good as well.
Yeah, so how would you line up again? It was Pickford in goal.
Trent, Stones, Konsa, Gomez left back. So that'll be rest defence. Gomez is also good in possession usually.
Also, what would be good with that is Gomez is a centre back as well, and if you are worried about Trent being vulnerable defensively, he can always tuck into a back three. Yeah. Just thinking about it out loud, so that kind of gets rid of your left back problem, and then on top of that, releases Trent. Yeah,
it releases a lot of people.
Get us in the gaffer role.
It releases a lot of people. You know, if you have Mino there playing the CDM, and now Rice is now in his like left hand side position. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, there's a lot of options that people can take advantage of. And then when you have an out-and-out left winger, that's when you play Gordon. You have someone that will hug the touchline. Otherwise, there's no point if you already have a left back coming in and you have a fucking your left wingers coming in. So it's so easy.
So defence, Pickford in goal, Trent right back, Konsa and Stones at centre back, obviously because Guehi is suspended. Then at left back, you go Gomez, Mino and Rice in the middle. And then you want to stick with Saka. You think best player for England 2 years in a row, deserves to keep on starting.
Yeah. I'm not going for cameos here. Like, Palmer did not play well when he came on. Like, you played the player that you think is better. Unless they're really out of form, and I don't think Saka's really out of form. I think he's playing in a difficult situation with Walker overlapping him. He's got an egg for a brain. So, Saka stays. I think he's been positive in bursts. You know, he's probably been the one trying to create as many chances and drive it as man more than anyone else. Keep Saka in. Bellingham stays in the 10. Hopefully running in behind a lot more, getting in the box a lot more.
And then Kane up top. And Gordon on the left. So why would you drop Foden? You think he's part of the problem?
Yeah, I think he's part of the problem. He imbalances the whole squad. I think he's the reason why, everyone's kind of coming in field. I think he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but in the system it just hasn't worked out for him.
Okay. You know what, Cheeks? I'm going to go with you as usual. I never win arguments, but do you know what's really sold me on the team you've gone for is the Gomez at left back with the Trent on the right. I just think that really frees up the worry about fragility at right back, and also in a system where Southgate wants to play more defensively, you just switch to the back three like he played for so many years, and now has decided to go forward at the back and then somehow go even more defensive.
Yeah,
in the way he sets up, it's bizarre.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some strong boys coming in, some quick boys, Swiss, Mbolo and I think Dwayne or someone, whatever his name is. They got some fast strikers, so you're having someone that can physically keep up with them will be very beneficial. Having someone like Gomez instead of Trippier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's also important to have. You're kind of thinking about playing Bellingham in the 8, but I think Coman is just better at passes it in between the lines, progressing the ball. He's played that all year. Bellingham's kind of been the one receiving with his back to goal and running in behind, past the last line of defence. So I think that's also a very important component, getting Bellingham as close to the goal as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before we didn't record, but my worry is Kane and Bellingham stepping on each other's toes, with Kane liking to drop deep and Bellingham liking to rough up centre-backs in the middle, in hold the midfield, and just basically occupying the same spaces, and I think that's been part of the issue. But I think the way you've explained it before, sorry, I don't think we touched on it really. Why do you think that's not an issue, the way I think that is an issue?
I think them getting in each other's way, basically.
Yeah, essentially I think they get in each other's way. I think they both like to drop deep. They both like to make that deep line run into the box, and yes, it worked for the first goal that we scored in the tournament. But for the most part, I think it just feels clunky, and it feels like they don't work together well when one's behind the other.
There's a couple of things. I think when you have Walker in a certain position in that kind of half space on the right-hand side, and you're not really going to start thinking he's going to ping it into the box.
Yeah.
So, Bellingham's coming to feet, but Kane's coming to feet to try and make something happen. But if you have someone that can make things happen from a deeper position, then you're going to have more trust to go in the box and do the business.
We had a little pause because we watched that shootout. I really thought Slovenia were going to do that for a second. You're gutted. To be fair, Portugal keeper had a blinder. What is it with Portuguese keepers in the Euros? It's ridiculous. They're all really good at saving penalties. It's crazy.
He's crying now as well. What was it?
Why
Portuguese
are they all crying?
No offense, Portuguese guys.
I mean, he's pulled off 3 blinders there.
Also, at least that goal doesn't count to Ronaldo's record.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gutted for Ilicic. Guy's been through enough. Fucking hell.
We'll be back for Ronaldo's tears against France.
Yeah. Who do you think wins that?
France. Okay,
that leads on to my next question, and what I want to talk about next, because it's getting late as usual, dude. This will probably be a shorter podcast, just because it's England, and then
they also need to fucking start Jota, man. Jota's a fucking baller. He's changed every game he's played in.
Yeah. All right, so quarters are pretty much lining up.
Is it set yet?
Nearly. There's only one group. So it's Spain, Germany, Portugal, France, England, Switzerland, and then either Romania, Netherlands, Austria, or Turkey, which is a bit of a weird.
I'm not watching any of those games.
Yeah. I think Netherlands win, and I think Austria win. Yeah, so let's just say it's Netherlands, Austria. Do England just jammily get to the final? I think they might, now.
Yeah. Yeah, Switzerland good though, but yeah, I think they will.
Yeah, I was saying before the tournament started that I didn't even think England would get out of the group stage, which is stupid looking back because the level of teams isn't as
You
great.
said Scotland will get out.
Yeah.
You're battling me to keep them keep them in the top three. I was like, nah, they're not doing shit, mate.
So Spain, Germany, who do you think wins that? Spain are looking all right now.
Spain are good. Oh, yeah.
This guy always yawns. You make it seem like you never want to be here.
I'm in my bed, bro.
I just gave you a chamomile as well. Yeah, it's really great for the listener.
I haven't even had a sip of it.
Yeah, haven't you just smelt it? What? So Spain, Germany. That's probably too hot still.
I think Spain are quality, man.
So
Quality.
Really, you think they're that good?
Yeah, man. They won the Nations League as well. Like, they just always have that ability just to play good football. And when they have fearless youngsters like Williams and Yamal,
Yeah, Yamal.
Yamal, yeah, is it Yamal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yamal. Portugal, France. Seems like you're undecided on the Spain, Germany one.
Yeah, I am. Because I did think that Germany could go all the way and win it. And
Well, that's
the
what
home
we
nation.
predicted.
Yeah. They're always going to meet each other in the quarters, but it's just like... fuck.
It's different now, yeah. I think England make it all the way to the final, but it's just who they play.
I think Germany or Spain.
Germany or Spain. So whoever wins that game will beat France. Yeah, I don't... Something about France that aren't...
I back the home team. I back Germany on this one.
You bet Germany?
Yeah.
Okay.
Havertz is looking good as well.
Germany, England final. Havertz is looking class. What is weird?
You see that son he did?
Yeah, but no, he did mess up the finish. Yeah. But it was unbelievable.
Oh, if he scored that goal, oh my God, I would have been like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, he's looking like his old self. Just looking past this game as well. Sesko is...
Please do not bring him to my...
Yeah, maybe that was a smoke screen.
He's playing this whole tournament injured, I think, apparently.
Is he?
Yeah, he's got muscular.
He still should have taken that close to the keeper in this game. But, Jesus, England-Germany final, and you think Germany will do him? That's going to be a tense final as well.
I think if we play Spain, we get fucked.
England, yeah.
But we got Germany, you got a chance. But you'll get out-coached.
He'll get out-coached. So Germany's still to win. If any team were to spring a surprise, who do you think it would be? I reckon Switzerland. They're looking really pacey.
They've got good defence, man. Good defence. Xhaka's been balling out. Experienced. Yeah.
Fair. All right, so we still think Germany are gonna win the tournament. All right, on to the next segment. Maddest moment of the week, and I think this might tickle you as well. It's actually through Rising Ballers. I found this story this week. I don't know what the CECAFA is, but I'm guessing it's a region within the African footballing federations.
What was the country?
No, it's a Somali youth player that this is about. But it's saying he was the CECAFA under-17 best player.
Mm.
And Somalia, you know, they've... I'm not... Did you grow up playing with like Somali ballers?
No,
when you were younger?
I actually didn't. You know?
Did you not?
No.
Okay, around Camden, I grew up playing with a lot of Somali ballers, and so many techie players.
Yeah.
But we always had this joke that and Somali like Abdi. Actually, you played with Abdi.
Yeah.
Abdi would always go, the most techie ballers in the world, but Jack, they just don't know how to pass.
They can't pass, bro.
It's always the thing growing up in London. Like, if anyone's listening from London, they'll know what I'm on about. But in saying that, I preface that to say that there are a lot of good Somali footballers. Like, but a lot of them, I don't want to say a lot of them, but I feel like a lot of Somali young ballers don't really get a break. And from what I've seen, their best product, that's of Somali descent, Mukhtar Ali, he ended up. I think
Not that guy.
Huh?
Not that guy.
No, not this guy.
Yeah.
He I think he plays for Saudi Arabia now. So I'm not sure. As someone who's Somali and follows the football team would have to tell me more, but they're not the best. Like, you don't really see them at AFCON or anything, which genuinely surprises me, because I'm so used to, like, as I say, prefacing the context of this, I'm so used to growing up with so many like techie Somali ballers around the area. But they had the under-17 best player in this region for the CISFA. I don't know what, it must be somewhere on the east coast of Africa somewhere. But he won the award in this province's under-17 best player. And he's the area's under-17 best player. And Somali ballers and Somali fans would have been like, oh my God, we got this like starlet, like he's doing really, 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 really well. But do you know what the problem is? He's retiring at 17.
Why?
Do you know why he's retiring at 17?
I remember seeing this, but
let me tell you why Abdi Hafid of the Somali under-17s national team is retiring. He's in love. He's retiring because he's getting married at 17.
I'm sure it's arranged.
I don't know, but he's smitten. He's smitten. So here you go. Here's Abdi Hafid, and in your feed, it will describe to you that he is retiring because he's in love. So if you follow the Somali national team, I'm sorry. He watched Love Actually once, maybe, or something like that, and maybe that's why. Maybe he's a fan of Bridget Jones' Diary, and he thought, you know what, I don't want to be like old Bridget.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the blinking dust.
Fucking hell.
Maybe he'll come back. He's got plenty of years.
Hope he gets his heartbreaking and his villain arc.
Yeah, and then puts in like stellar performances, like when he comes back to play for the national team. So that's Maddest moment of the week, because you've been very busy, and I've won 2 in a row now, thanks to.
You didn't win the last one.
Yeah, I did, because you didn't have one.
No, the last one was the Dutch story. Was that the one before? The Dutch ref.
Nah, that was the one before.
FC Den Valken.
Yeah, last week I won. Wait, no, was it?
Yeah, it was the last one.
You won last. Oh, for God's sake! I won one by. What was the one I won?
Yeah, because I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
Didn't have one. You have won another one, but it wasn't last
Yeah,
week's.
fair.
But if you want to take that one, you can.
I'm not sure what. I think this would just be a shorter one, because we're just recapping the Euros. And just getting back on the horse per se. We'll probably do our next one at the end of the Euros, and we can recap everything. And I also kind of want to do a kind of premiere for the Premier League coming back, and then I think we could do a podcast like Get to Know Us kind of thing. It would be quite funny, like ask each other questions and let the audience know more about us.
More about us.
But before we end, I want to ask you, Chika, who is your freak of the week?
Actually, I wanted to...
You want to touch something else?
Do we have time?
Yeah.
Have you been watching much of the Euros?
Well, as a whole?
Yeah. We've been following it.
Yeah.
All right. Linking back to, what we love talking about the most. Could be for Arsenal, but is there anyone that you've seen this tournament and you've been like, yeah, like he's going to get a move? Or just been like, oh, I could see you. I'd want you at Arsenal. Like,
I made a video on it. The guy that takes the penalty, that scored all the penalties for Georgia. I think he's class. I wouldn't want... I'll be honest. I made the video just because I wanted to highlight his performance, and it was the way to market it. He plays for Metz in France. He was at Ajax, and apparently he was terrible. Apart from that, do you know what? I'm gonna go with the person I just pointed out again. Conceição, is it? Conceição for Portugal?
The Conchal, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Conchal, yeah, for Porto. Me and Chika saw him play live. I thought he was fantastic then when we saw him in the Champions League. I've just watched a minute or two of him again. Well, not a minute or two, but more. I pointed him out as a player that I'd never seen before and go, oh, he's really good. Turns out it's the same bloke I gave praise to before. So yeah, he's only 21. I just saw 2 minutes of him there, and I just thought the way he gets past people, it was with ease. I just thought it was almost easy. When you just see something in someone, and you're just like, oh, okay,
he's got it.
You got something.
Yeah.
Most scouts say that anyway. Like professional scouts, they say like 2 minutes, you can just see he's got a bit about him. So it's not necessarily from this Euros; it's from what we saw before. I also was blown away by Conceição's. I was also blown away by Conceição's work rate off the ball. Against Arsenal, he was incredibly hard working off the ball. I think he glides past players. I think he's direct. He's young, and I think Arsenal need another winger.
Okay.
Especially, it looks like he was playing on the right-hand side today, and I think we could do with a backup for Saka. So if there's a player that I would highlight from the Euros, kind of the fact that I've just watched 10 minutes there and be like, who's that guy again, shows that I think he'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
Yourself?
He's a good player. Probably be that Calafiori guy.
Oh, for Italy.
Yeah, the Italian guy, man.
He just screams Italian defender, doesn't he?
Italian. He's got class by him as well.
Yeah. What is it about him that you think makes him different? The thing I thought that would be brilliant is that he's a centre back who can also play left back, and I think we're crying out for that. Is that the main reason?
Not even like. I think he's just obviously in a time which is probably pretty difficult for Italians football wise. He's kind of throwing it back. You know.
Pause.
Hey. Yeah. Hey. Oh, I've had a bad week of pauses, man. What's going on? That's
all right. Anyway, Chika, he's been throwing it back.
Jesus Christ. Wait a second.
Go on, continue. You're excused.
Excuse me. Oh my God. Oi. Yeesh. God damn.
I like that Calafiori. He's always throwing it back.
Oh God. Anyway, I just think he's fucking solid, and he's actually just class on the ball. Pause again.
That's a reach.
He's solid.
That's a reach. Yeah, no, he is. He's got no own goal though.
Yeah.
That means everything. So I don't think we should sign him.
It happens.
So Calafiori and Conceição. If you're watching this clip, or if this is a clip,
we are linked with him. We're battling out.
Yeah, I
Chelsea
saw.
And someone else.
He's going to get that inflated Euros price tag though, and they've just sold Xerxes as well, Bologna, and they're in the Champions League. Chelsea, I think.
No.
I think he's on his way to Chelsea. I could be wrong.
You're wrong. I would have seen that.
Where's he going?
He's not going anywhere.
It's pretty much done. Oh, it was United.
Yeah, but did someone report it? Or was it just like...
Italian football TV on X? 99.9% Xerxes will leave Bologna.
Yeah, to go where?
I think it's United.
If
I've seen Xerxes seems to have a bit of attitude problems though. I saw it in a Anderlecht documentary of Vincent Kompany, bizarrely. Yeah. He seems like he's quite tough to work with. It's either Milan or United. So he's got a release clause, and basically people are going to just pinch him with a release clause. That's something I want to touch on next poddy. I want to preview like transfers.
That's probably why he didn't get called up to the Netherlands squad.
What?
Because of his attitude problems.
Yeah.
Because he's been banging form.
Yeah, I've heard some things. I've seen some things. So yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep him away from Arsenal.
Mm.
Need another bad character at United.
Just to wrap up, I want to talk Freak of the Week, and I'm going to talk about my Howler of the Week. Who is your Freak of the Week? Take your time. Slow wine,
Worst Euros
slow
yet.
wine. Take time, take time. Mine just happened.
Williams.
Oh, for Spain.
Yeah, Nico Williams.
Yeah, I love his trim.
Yeah, he's quite cool trim.
Yeah, he looks
Yamal,
cool.
Yamal. I was going to say Yamal, but Williams probably just brought a great goal.
Yeah.
Makes it look so easy and it's so fucking young.
Yeah. See what you mean about Spain now. Yeah. Also, can we talk about Germany's kit?
What about?
Havertz long sleeve in that Germany kit. Oh. Pause. He does just look great in it. Like, Howler is me doing
gagging.
that right now. But on top of that, I think Howler has to be Slovenia. You kind of got to give it to them. Like,
No, but they got
penalties.
to this point, bro. Like,
I know,
they
but
took them all the way, but obviously they're probably just tired from like parking the bus all fucking tournament.
respect to them, but it is a Howler to miss 3 penalties in a row in a shootout.
Howler goes to Ronaldo.
Yeah, actually, Howler has to be Ronaldo.
Weeping.
Why you cried during the game, bruv? I'm all for showing your emotions and stuff like that.
If it was like the last kick of the game, I don't know.
But it's like it made no sense. Yeah, Howler, Ronaldo for that.
I just do everything for you these days. Pick a team.
You do. On that note, is there anything you want to add on or touch on? Do you want to throw it back even more? And on that note, we're going to finish the podcast. See you in the next one.